Welcome to Charlottesville, Mr. Jefferson's University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this morning. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the NC State Wolfpack. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Cavaliers will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him.
Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Let's talk for a second about NC State. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last two.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. You got to see that today.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Trying to get the corner. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Virginia's offense will have
from Louisiana, huh?
the game. Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Harrell. The short hands, it's Harrison. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low-line drive and not his best work.
I thought he touched that shit.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Lewis.
It's a touchdown. Good pancake, big dog.
And it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Now the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
I slid.
Nice
That's crazy.
job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Snagged out of the air. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
Oh, late.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Just keep slinging it. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line.
Of course.
Mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
I'm loving the execution right now, fellas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking for a man. It's Harold. Quickly complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll ride Davis here.
Come on, son. You're not supposed to get that.
He's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And a really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
And the Cavaliers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on. Turning it on! After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. After the run, now the throw. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
To the air, it's Harold. Fires into the end zone.
That's the only nigga you supposed to be on, bro.
They punctuate the chance on a trip to the end zone. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time in that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 20. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Big fella moving. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
A design run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, NC State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking downfield on 1st down.
Of course.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The give to Davis. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll get the 1st down. It's
oh, no.
49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers are flying down the field. Here we go. They go to the ground. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
To throw, it's Harold. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Oh, what happened?
To the big fella.
Please be holding.
Stop it. There is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Cavaliers are facing 3rd and inches. He's looking downfield to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of
hit my nigga
defenders
in out of
everywhere
bounds.
he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Lewis. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Beautiful rhythm. And finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
I didn't see there was 2 people on it. I wouldn't have thrown that bitch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The screen, he's got wheels. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Here comes the option.
Oh, no!
The ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up.
Damn.
Letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Harrell. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch inside his 40. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just
come on, bro."
Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes a catch.
Catch, bro.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout.
Nigga just throwing the ball
the
on
flag flies, and there was
Yeah,
a
the
lot
feet.
of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with a stop.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes toward the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Trying to set up the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner will be brought down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock.
Oh, man, I'm over here making mistakes, bro.
And they come up with a big
Greedy ass
make
nigga.
sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loses 3. Brings up 2nd down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center in Scott Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And then I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Got his man on the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
As a quarterback, you've got to be precise when throwing these corner routes. You cannot leave the ball short or that thing is getting picked. So nice job by the QB putting enough air under the ball to give his wide receiver a chance.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Working the middle, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger one. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field.
Jalen, what are you doing? Jalen, what are you doing?
Looking for space. It's Scott. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Plucks it out of the air. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
with the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to pull his way in. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're happy enough.
Nigga, stop jumping for the motherfucking ball. You wouldn't be hurt.
They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some more. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They're setting up the screen. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. The play action fake. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, it's a big blown opportunity by the defense to just kill that drive right there. He had a chance to make that interception in the end zone, but he couldn't come up with it.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Harrell. Pocket breaking down. On the move and looking deep. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What? There.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there. And it was
Look at guy
they lost
on the
yardage.
first.
Looks as if we have an
This
injury
nigga got
on
hurt
that
on the
last play, and we'll
first
take a break
time
to
I
check
got
him
him
out.
out there, bro. Like, what the fuck? How is that possible, bro?
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Christ Jesus.
The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass, it's Harrell. Fires to the big fella. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And it'll come to rest just inside the 50-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Rushes on him.
Oh, come on, bro.
Smacked just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the
bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Bringing the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. NC State sending the offense on the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push. Streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. Oh, what a move. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping it.
And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit.
Number 10, on to kick it away.
A low line drive and short kick. He'll return it from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They want that clock to run. And
he missed the block.
Where to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Come on, dude.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open and couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback throughout this game.
The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. Wants to throw. It's Locklear. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. A great catch and run for 6. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll ride Davis here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looks like the offense has just taken knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
And he missed it. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing.
That was stupid. I thought I could hold it until the time ran out.
Down, man. Just go for it every
Yikes.
time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.